Hey, 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 hey! Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. Yes, it is. Damn, I look red. See, that's why some white folks don't need to stay in the sun so long. Hey, this is OZZz Smash Bros Radio, the only digital award-winning station where in Birmingham, Alabama. Sure is. Hey, you can find us on TikTok, you can find us on Instagram, you can find us on Facebook as well as YouTube. Please, if you have not done so, like, follow, share, and subscribe. As well as we have an app for our show for our station. So please download our app so that way you can take us everywhere you want to go. We appreciate you. I'm Oz. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, as well as YouTube. So if you have not done so, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell their friends, tell their friends, tell your relatives, tell everybody just to like, follow, share, and subscribe, and pop in on us. We'd like to hear from you. So we got a lot going on. There are two events that are coming up. One is May 18th and 19th, and that's a basketball barbershop basketball tournament 5-on-5, May 18th and 19th. It's a youth and adult competition. There will be a live DJ, entertainment, food trucks, pizza party, as well as a carnival. Kids are $10, adults are $15 for both days. Contact participating shops for tickets, and for more information, you can contact 205 200 9423 205 200 9423. The participating barbershops are, let me see if I can get these up. Main Attraction Barber and Style. You have 1011. Then you have the shop on 78, and then you have Linked Up Cuts and Style. So please, and this is a way of everybody getting together and enjoying yourself. It's a way of community coming together, way of families coming together, enjoying themselves, creating memories that will last forever. So please come out May 18th and 19th, 5-on-5. Also get in touch with these barbershops, see how you can enroll, how you can enlist, and have some fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to make it. Smash Bros Radio and OZZz are proud supporters of the Southern Bully Showdown Part 2, presented by 1888 Bully Kennel, November 9th, 2024 at the Bessemer Civic Center, 1130 9th Avenue Southwest, Bessemer. So once again, Smash Bros Brother, independent radio station, and OZZz are proud supporters of the Southern Bully Showdown Part 2, presented by 1888 Bully Kennel. So there are going to be 4 ICBR shows. Listen, and also if you wish to sponsor, if you wish to donate, if you wish to participate, if you're a vendor, if you're a food truck, we still have Dewan still has places for you. So please come out and support. This is a way of getting to know exactly what the bully breed is all about, and in connecting and creating relationship with the kennels as well as breeders. It's fantastic. I'm just amazed at what all is involved, because all we see are the end results, which are the puppies. But when you actually sit down and you actually talk to an authentic, real breeder, real kennel owner, you understand the complexities that are involved when you have your own kennel, because there's certain characteristics that you want your kennel to be recognized for. And so to get those characteristics, to get those traits, you have to know exactly what stud do you want to mate with your bitch, and also then that way you can come up with the puppies and all. So it is a fantastic way of getting to know the authentic breeders as well as kennels. It's a way for the kennels to get to know other kennels and start networking, start coming together as one huge family. You can get in touch with Dewan at 205-460-6435, 205-460-6435. DeJuan Hall. He's just fantastic. He's just fantastic. He's done a lot for the Bully Nation here in Birmingham. Also, emergency key services, Dominique Waters, locksmith, 205-997-0071. Dominique Waters, locksmith, 205-997-0071. Emergency keys. And also you can contact emergencykeysal.com. If you have any type of locks, get in touch with DW and he will get you straight. I'm extremely proud of Waters, extremely proud of Waters. He's just a dynamic man. I just appreciate him tremendously. So if you need emergency keys, if you need to be unlocked or whatever, get in touch with him, 205-997-0071. Once again, 205-997-0071. Contact him. He can get you out of predicaments. So this week is supposed to be Teachers Appreciation Week. This week is the week where everybody other than teachers are fed. It is common knowledge that once teachers have Appreciation Week, you have other folks who are not teachers, especially when they feed the teachers. You have those other people who come up and they get 3 and 4 plates and they're the first in line, and the asses should be cleaning the school, but instead they're in the damn library or wherever the food is set up, getting plates of food, and they never cleaned a room in their life, even though they're considered to be janitors and all. Not one room has been ever cleaned, but yet they want to have their asses the first ones in line to get all these plates, and then you won't see them for the entire day. So that's been the problem. That's been my pet peeve for Teachers Appreciation Week. Why do teachers have to share their Appreciation Week with other professions? I don't understand that. You know, if you want to have an Appreciation Week, get in touch with somebody. Tell them you want a janitor's Appreciation Week or something like that. But teachers always have to share shit with everybody else because we're not, I don't know. And so I started teaching in 1988. I retired in 2013. Best thing that I did, I mean, I miss the kids. I totally miss the kids. That is the one thing that I absolutely miss. I miss the former students. They were everything. In my tenure as a teacher, I have some wonderful memories. Mrs. Barbara McDonald was my first principal. She was the one that started everything. She believed in me. She set the example for me. And I appreciate her tremendously for having that trust in me to represent her as a teacher. You couldn't get a better principal than Mrs. Barbara McDonald. She supported the teachers and she supported the students. So when you have principals that I've been blessed with, you are very fortunate. I've only had 2 principals in which I thought should never have been principal. One was because he was just he was just a bully. He was a racist, and people who know me know I don't use that term loosely. He was an actual racist. He didn't like white folks, and he was always weary of me because I was always smiling, and so he thought that he was going to embarrass me in front of the coaches, Coach Wilson and Coach Coleman. And he said, "Well, Humes, you are always smiling." I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "That's to keep you wondering what the hell am I up to." And I thought Wilson and Coleman was going to have a heart attack. But I was serious. So this is Teachers Appreciation Week. This is a time for individuals to come out and to show appreciation for the teachers. The teachers nowadays have a lot that they have to contend with. COVID did not help matters much. If anything, it's expedited and aspirated a lot of things. Education in general is being challenged, is being threatened, is being destroyed because you have a Republican Party who does not appreciate having knowledge, does not appreciate people being knowledgeable of their civil rights or the civic rights. We're not teaching pure education. We're not teaching pure civics anymore. And because when you teach civics, you're teaching responsibility and you're teaching to be able to think for yourself and not have people to think for you. Well, the Republican Party does not want you to think for yourself. They do not want you to have the capability of understanding exactly what is being stated or what is being done. So teachers now need extreme support and appreciation for what they have to do. I was blessed that I got out at a good time, 2013. I don't know if I could handle teaching now. Part of me said that I could because I've always had a good rapport with my parents. And so I don't think that I would have this problems that some of these teachers are having. But when you are a teacher, you're using majority of your money to buy supplies because the stipends are no longer given. Teachers deserve raises. Retired teachers here in Alabama have not received a raise in 20 years. 20 years, retired teachers have not received a raise, a cost of living raise. So, we've had teachers in the legislature, and then once those teachers started voting on education issues, it became a conflict of interest. But yet you have business here in Alabama. You do not have a full-term legislature. They have their own jobs, and then they serve as legislators. But yet, because they're part-time, they want to give themselves raises, but do not wish to give anybody else raises. So teachers need to, if you have a teacher who actually is a teacher, who wants to be a teacher, who is in a classroom, teachers don't expect much, don't require much, as long as that you show us appreciation, as long as you show us some type of respect. A teacher will go all out for you. Most teachers, the majority of the teachers, know that they're not going to get paid that much, but they go into it because of the love for the children. And so, with it being Teacher Appreciation Week, this is a time for teachers to be appreciated. Now, I think that here in Alabama, they set up a law, or there's a statute that says that you're not supposed to give teachers any prizes or any gifts and all, which I think is funny because the lobbyists are giving legislators gifts when they take them out and for food and all. So for you to say that teachers can't receive gifts and all, I think that's preposterous. I think that's stupid. But what are you going to do when you're being run by old white racist men? So it's time for teachers to be recognized. It's time for teachers to be acknowledged. It's time for teachers to be paid more than what they're being paid. I mean, it is ridiculous that in most cases that, and I'm not slamming, I'm just using this as an example. It's a shame that you have individuals who do not have degrees that work for the city that is making more than what some teachers are. The benefits, when you compare the teachers, when you compare the teachers' retirement system or the teachers' retirement from the Alabama retirement system, when you compare our retirement system with anybody else, with everyone else's, Alabama has the best retirement system in the nation, the best. Insurance is piss poor because, see, we're under the retirement systems of Alabama, and in that body of retirement systems, you have teachers, you have state, you have judicial, and each one of those three, and I think that's it. Each one of those have their different insurances, and so teachers, of course, we have insurance, but it's not the best. It's not as good as what the state or the judiciary has, and so, but we're happy for what we have. So, especially when it comes to dental, uh, because of the dental not being part of the what is it, whatever it is with the schools, you have to pay up front, and then the insurance company will reimburse you back. Whereas if I were to have Blue Cross Blue Shield, the dental school of dentistry would bill the insurance, and the insurance in turn would bill me. So it's past time for teachers to get the recognition that they deserve. Now, it's good to be, the teacher of the year and all that, and all out, but I never was into being acknowledged in that way, because as soon as somebody gives you something, they're going to take it away. So I'm based, my awards are based on what God gives me, because whatever God gives me, no one can take away. So I'm not saying that, it's those who have been acknowledged teacher of the year, well, congratulations to them. I wasn't just into that little fake ass shit. If you're going to recognize a teacher of the year, you need to pay them for what they sent, for what they have to go through to put up with some of the asses. So please acknowledge your child's teacher. Please acknowledge your teachers of the past, the ones that that you like and that you favored. So please acknowledge them, give them their recognition. Keep them damn janitors out of the damn line. If any food is left over, let them get what is left. But please, principal, administration, please do not allow your custodians to invade, to intrude, to enter the line for food. They should have the asses in the hall working instead of trying to get some damn food. So it is what it is. Because of the stress, and this is really coming into play, because this is also mental health, the wellness, considering what everyone is going through, not only teachers, but those parents, those caregivers. Mental health is most important now than ever, because you have all these stresses, all these pressures that are bombarding you on a constant basis, and it will wear you down. So when you are mindful, when you are conscientious of what you're going through, you need to be able to let people know that, listen, I'm under a lot of stress. I don't want to handle this at this time. And everyone has stress. Everyone is under some type of burden. And you're not in it alone. There's nothing wrong with you. And if you feel that you need to get help, well, then you just take a deep breath and ask for help. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that you are under a lot and you need someone to talk to. There are a lot of therapists out there. There are a lot of counselors out there. I went through therapy, and I'm not ashamed to say I had to go to therapy, because when I was over at the University of South Carolina, I knew that there's something was wrong, because once I started advancing, I would sabotage myself. And I had to find out, why would I sabotage myself when I was doing so good? So I went in, and the therapist told me, she said, listen, I can't help you unless you want to be helped. Now, if you're willing to be transparent, if you're willing to be open, if you're willing to look at yourself raw in that mirror and accept whatever comes out, whatever comes up, well, then I can help you. But if you cannot look at yourself raw, if you cannot be transparent and be honest, be raw with your feelings, then I can't help you. I said I have to, because for me to be successful, I have to know exactly what is wrong with me. So the end result, I was jealous of my successes. I was jealous that I was upset that my sisters weren't as successful as I was. I was embarrassed by being successful. And so I learned that you can be siblings. You can come from the same mom and dad, but you're totally different. You're three different individuals. You're three different individuals. And each one of you, each one of the three are going to have different goals. And just because I wanted to be a teacher, just because I wanted higher degrees, doesn't make me any better than my sisters. If my sisters are confident, if they're content with where they are, well, then good. They can be where they are. So I learned that. And from that, I learned that it's nothing wrong with asking for help. Now, in the Black community, there's a stigma about mental health, and you have to understand the complexities of the Black community. You have to understand the trials and tribulations of years past that everyone carries with them. So the wall of mental illness is slowly but surely coming down in the Black community. But again, you have to understand the complexities of the Black community, because there are a lot of issues that are bombarding, that have been hidden, that have not been addressed in the Black community. And it is my hope, my dreams, my goal is to make sure that those complexities, those issues of the past are acknowledged and are understood, that you can't help that you are this way because of what transpired during your ancestors. It's similar to the Vietnam, the veterans from the Vietnam War coming back. There's a paranoia that is not acknowledged in the Black community. There are issues in which are dark that no one wants to touch because they bring back memories. At the same time, yes, those memories are going to be brought forth, and you're going to have assistance in maneuvering, in handling those issues, handling those things that you don't wish to talk about. See, people don't want to talk about that uncle or that aunt in the family, or the cousins in the family. They know of the activities, they know what transpired, but they don't want to talk about it. 2024 should be the year of reconciling, should be the year of setting boundaries, should be the year of renewing. And it can be done. It takes a lot of courage to say, I don't want to be like this no more. I need help. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. I have a mild form of depression and anxiety. You would have never thought that I would be on a morning show. There's sometimes that I don't even want to come on. There's sometimes that I just want to be alone. Now I have a yard. I've learned of the triggers. I've learned of what may be coming up, and so I get in the yard and I work. I have a release, or I'll go walking. But I know those triggers. I know those red flags. Once once I have got to that dark part that I thought I wouldn't come out of. And I made a promise, I made a vow to myself that I would never allow myself to go that close to that dark place again, because I'm not sure if I would come out of it. So we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be conscientious of knowing exactly what individuals we don't need to be around, who we need to cut out, the relationship, everything about, because they bring those warnings with them, those triggers. And it's for your self-preservation. It's for your safety. It's not for theirs. And if they have a problem with it, that's their problem. That's not your problem. That's their problem. And they'll be all right. But you're going to be better because you have finally taken the charge. You have taken the challenge and saying, I'm going to do me. I'm going to take care of me and my mental health. And you'd be surprised that once you start taking care of your mental health, your physical well-being is going to change too. And in some cases, financially is going to change. Spiritually is going to change. I think the worst abuse is mental abuse because it stays longer. Verbal abuse comes and goes. Physical abuse, mental abuse, I think is the worst because it remains. You become paranoid with certain things. So in the Black community, there is a necessity. There is necessary for there to be acknowledgement that yes, there are issues that we have to deal with if we are going to be successful. If we're going to do better than what we're doing. But then again, you have to keep in mind, as said before, there's complexities from the past that have never been dealt with. There's a reason why certain things happen, because as slaves, it was embodied. It was embodied in you. It changed your whole persona. It changed your mindset. So that's why it is necessary for there to be some type of healing to be done, and it should be done. So do not be ashamed. Be courageous. Say, I need help. And you know if you need help or not. And if everybody else says, well, no, you don't listen to them. They don't know you that well. They don't know what, they can only speculate. But if you feel that you need help, you get help. Know exactly who you are. And as I always say, know your value, know your worth, know who you are valuable, you are worthy, you are special in your own right, and you deserve everything that you rightfully want because you deserve it. So, Teachers Appreciation Week, teachers, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my former teachers. I know I put y'all through hell. I know I put you through hell. But I love y'all. You can do it. I have faith in you. I believe in you. But you have to believe in yourself too. Know your value, know your worth, know you can control everything about you, and you change those things that you can change. And most importantly, you know that I love you more than I love my luggage. Y'all take care. I'll see you tomorrow, hump day. Y'all take care.